I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Clive.
No.
And with good there shall be...
All right, really?
Finally.
It does.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates, I need to know what he is.
Alas. No, not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a conceit.
But I saw him.
I don't, alas, to others, he reveals naught.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, but until I do...
Thank you.
Thanks to Sid.
Well,
Nothing escaped, it's true.
good. What's done?
Blackthorn,
What is it?
I wanted to tell you that...
Under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border across.
You barely sat down since you came home.
Just spreading the word.
So,
No.
but you ain't. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more, not least of all Sid.
You're right.
Well, when you do, she's been going at it hammer and tong down at that workshop of hers.
Very well.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Think you can help?
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might...
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal. And this is...
Only the fastest, finest ship that Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together, which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva, but the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Blackthorn,
Out with it.
it's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Go on then. What?
She said you would know.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, and I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Still, if that's what it takes to get...
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very... That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle, which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we... One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
and the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Otto, you're with me.
All right, then. Where do we find this Stardust?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valcroy. It's the black sand that washes...
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sack loads of the stuff. I'll head down there.
All right.
Yous two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get. The tailor all but worthless.
Ah, Clive.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of rustlings in the undergrowth. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerve, given what I hope you'll forgive me calling...
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good...
All right. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
You right, Sid?
There is actually. Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadow...
Oh, that... I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads...
All right. Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicion.
No, but I've heard.
Where was this?
In Lawbert's was out foraging for her. Ran back here as quick.
I see. Seems Lawbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say? Toggle, shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. Here.
The hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to...
Good day to you. Sid.
The crystals we get.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Keep fighting the good fight.
Clive, how goes...
I found some black shields.
Black shields. Though they serve another master now. And it would appear the pack has finally damn it all. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. Who did the black shield serve now?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque.
I don't understand. Why him?
I was a member of the judiciary once, and fight it I did. I saw more than a few corrupt, and throughout, it was...
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice, a means of ridding himself of his rivals. His response, however, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. The faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, but the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. Seen faultless friends, sent our wounds are the same. We know where he hides. What we did not know until now.
Quentin.
Our time is short. My friends and comrades.
I'm not going to change his mind.
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Gone, just like that.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bait, load though I am, to rely on the...
I'll see what I can do.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang.
All right.
The juiciest meat from Green's. Birds. One bite and you'll be begging for more.
It would make
my carpets have pride of place in...
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto.
Oh, Clark, I had a quick scout about. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks Smith is just lying here. Wait.
But unlike any old fool, you thought...
Well spotted. No.
This is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid will be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes. But you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Oh, where did all the men have gone?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Good girl.
Mother Crystal.
Straight home now. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. She was the only thing that could fill that. And now she's gone. What am I supposed to do?
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work.
Recapture it? I'm a bake... You know, I have to get back to the bakery right away.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over.
For me, boy!
yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over.
To me, boy.
Well done, Toro.
Want some more?
Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Good girl.
Faster!
to the stables, girl.
They don't look happy.
Peace at last. I needed that. Better already. I needed that.
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
My carpets!
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Ah, though I worry you might have stoked the flame.
Master, it's...
I dare say it.
Just look at steeple peaks. True, my loaves collapse, and look, inside. Master, I have found my purpose.
Well, not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally... I don't know how you did it. Now...
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust.
Nice to get out and about for once. Do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plate. It'll take some time, mind.
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to...
Give us a shout if you need it.
What do you need? What do you want? No scratches, all right? Yeah, that should do you. That it? Fine.
I went up to give some grease to the chocolate.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's stuck.
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be...
Salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one... What's the name back there? I'll give...
Oh, Sid.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Here you see the excess heat is dealt now. In other words, this is where Auric and why.
You can stop mid. Where would I find...
Ah, yeah, the thing, it's no longer...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather them.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind. If you're ready, we leave at once.
Good girl.
Yeah!
All right.
Oh, there you are. The,
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Waken winds! Yeah!
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed.
All right.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
No surprises there.
How may I help you today, Clive? All yours. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And just...
Right. Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, which is why you need a prism for the... I thought a triple thick layer. The helm and the plating I need something like...
Well, if I were in need, I know who's counselor.
Tomes? I've got all the details. Can you take this to him?
Right away. Hippocrates.
For you, Clive?
Oh, well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this? She has some specific... and yet remain cool, as you can imagine.
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have... And yet,
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board... I see.
Early Gregorian histories, before the dragoons tamed the worm.
So if we could recreate...
It might be applied to some material. I shall speak to them, and if you would be so kind as to the knowledge of the past...
Thank you, Hopok. And since you're asking others to...
So you need a hand?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Well, if...
Thank you.
I am sure either of the... So, Clive, who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's song.
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so, in fact, that they were... Now, of course, they can be obtained.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to...
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research. Now, where's Talia?
There's talk that the glass gate.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
Won't have you
these.
spoiled.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up.
All right.
Let's see now. Why don't you meet me by the gate when you've got...
What do you want? And thanks for nothing.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
What can I interest you in today? I trust it's all here. Ah, yes.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them. Up! You'll not find a bruised...
Well?
I did.
Garlic and pepio. We should get this back to Tomes then. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I Wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippo?
Well, very well indeed. And I was just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we...
You can count on me. I've mixed more.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you... Of course. Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was when both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, followed by a perhaps...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippo. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
I went up to give some breeze to the chocobo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, but you'll be pleased to know that what...
You found something for...
In a manner of speaking, he's supervising the...
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then, let's start to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing, I thought I'd be making swords and shields.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call. Let's take this at Mid. You get all the parts lined up on it.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil... That's what she was meant to be, you see. But now she's so close to being finished. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us. I want I want people to sail a border by choice, in a world where we're not just trying to survive.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what me
He'd be proud of you.
You,
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
I think Mid might need some help.
Well. Here, Sid. Reckon.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's a lovely bit of kit, it is. Problem is, it won't all, which is why.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this.
Proper.
So what exactly do you need?
Nothing but bomb ashel. Gave me a sample. You pour the black itself. And do you know what I found?
I take it that.
I would have gone myself.
All right.
Thank you, Coin.
All right, Clive. Asterix, Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the... No excuses now, though.
Not quite.
She said that?
She.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obolus.
Yep. In a boat. Oh, you in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but... But anyway, I would got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I...
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do...
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Just like when we built... Anyway, we all set to head. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of...
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others...
Oh, by the way, Jill will be... She's got some things to take care of, but she'll...
I hope she's telling the truth at least. well, Sid. I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
crack the crystal too.
Hopefully it's nothing. What could be wrong with Torgor? Trouble with the ledges. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly. Didn't like him. We've not been working him too hard.
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it he said he was?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with what?
I suppose things happen, differences arose. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you may.
Blackthorn.
Oh, really? No.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask that you might still be doubting your craft. Perhaps sharing your thoughts might.
That bastard's like it still. He's got a keen eye up. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd look. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but you could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not...
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with you.
That's about us.
I'll see what I can find. Sharper swords are always... And we can't have our master blacksmith.
You're a soft, but I can't say I'm not grateful.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows. You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after it?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go, which made it nice, innit?
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who make like? Suppose you're not likely to. Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. And he's got more money than sense, which reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dal...
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate the... Lawsman.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late.
I rather think she might. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect if we assume that his newfound magics require... It may well be that the Bones Lady Karen is accustomed to... Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones, as to where one might find us.
I don't recall ever seeing any of that.
And little wonder. The last elder antelopes...
Even so.
Good hunting.
Is that the thing Tomes helped you with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto, maybe a little. Listen. And eat. Sadly,
that square. I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help keeping...
Believe.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming, you get Clive to come to you. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well?
Oh, just Martha. And
we owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to
We have that much to hand?
No, we don't. And no, you won't. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than... Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if...
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to... Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Mark?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. A little something Sid and I says, and I reckon 15 million.
I'm sure there will be.
But you know how it is with this...
I know.
Go. Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No. I don't. How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
There's talk at the glass. Out.
Hell, is anyone supposed to...
Did you hear that?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady.
Gift?
Come on. Yeah!
I can walk from here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If Hawaii needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
alive?
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe, and though I doubt... Gob will want to know the stones were delivered, if he's still with us.
How do? There you go. That all, is it?
Mistakes. Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy. After it. That'll feel good, boy. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
They're saying Drake's fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
You. Listen. I've got this theory. Fallen.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac.
Pardon the...
Out! I paid for these rooms, so I would...
Please. His lordship is going through a difficult time.
Radim!
Very good. Would you mind stepping out?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. He has been dispossessed of his luggage.
I don't suppose a single-edged sword.
Ah, you...
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw with the thief.
I did not. No. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamon.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac.
That will be very...
Farewell.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia. Got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! There's more!
noticed you and Torgal had gone off some... So, that'll teach me for All right, now we know what you're after. I can...
Speaking of which...
You can, aye. In return, you can thank Tomes for...
I was just on my way to... Sorry for the... And hopefully...
You learned something about...
I did better. Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding. One hit and it might be so bad if all you ever... Good luck on the battlefield.
Even so.
I think so, yeah. But there'd be no replacing this little rock. I reckon we get a dozen swords that the curse... Nah. But finishing our blades with it, and what's finer, just imagine it. I won't make a copy.
I'm sure the curse break just...
I've been working day and night since Hey, I owe you one. August.
You'll be happy to hear.
And I'll see that my debt to you. You come and find me.
Right.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
Were you able to...
We were indeed, Lawsman.
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks.
Do you recall our conversation
about how she...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend served Shiva, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply...
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of... Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen. One can but speculate as to...
He has seemed more...
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy. Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good. So Lady Karen
But she was just too stuck. She threw it right back in my face, in fact.
Karen refused...
I hope it wasn't...
I'm sure you were a stack from...
Mid might need some help.
All right then, how's that?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. You're a gent. Right then.
Lady Carrot, Goad tells me you... Would you prefer the debt?
What debt? I may have tossed a talent, but those were donations.
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the...
Oh, fine.
I hear you ended up thanks to this lump. I sometimes want...
Speaking of which...
Oh!
Right.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit...
I knew so little about...
most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories. How long did you know Sid?
Before he died. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... forget where. We set up drinking island rum till the morning bell. Drac quit my post not long after that. But me and Sid stayed close. That was... The magic woke inside my son soon after his first nut, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family? I wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how... Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... Him who cried for me, him who swore he'd... And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army, threw away everything he had. I knew then. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here's everything we've received and everything promised. Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Seen enough?
Run like the wind.
All right. That'll do, girl. Seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Slow.
Silent stone!
Seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right, then. back to sleep with you.